Okay, so I do have an order to pack, so I'm going to be doing that as I talk to you guys. Um, I have honestly recorded this video several times, and the words just kind of never come out quite right. And so I just want you guys to understand fully where I'm coming from. So, pretty much what has kind of been happening with me is for the last year, I have been basically pulled in different directions. And it's a completely different direction than what I am currently in. As you guys know, I run Pretty Peacock Papery. This is my baby. This is my entire, like, I dreamt this up and it turned into something that is like a full on business and a full on, like, brand, you know? I feel like we're at the point now where in certain spaces we're very recognizable as a like as an artist and as like what we're trying to do in the world. And so I basically for the longest have felt so September of last year, this is a full year in the making, mind you. September of last year, I heard a very quiet voice that said that I need to sell all of my inventory. And I was like, that seems drastic. That seems scary, you know, and so I didn't listen. But that quiet inner voice said that, you know, having 450 plus SKUs is going to be an issue. It's a lot to manage. I spend a lot of time managing inventory. So instead of doing that, let's do some collection based products, have some staples that stay all the time, and then take like these collection based launches, launch it, sell it for the entire season, and then at the end of the season you're going to liquidate so you don't end up with like holding on to anything. And pretty much what would happen in my business is like if I had anything left over, I would just hold on to it, you know, and like, you know, make sure and package it up, get it all nice and tight, like airtight. But that takes a lot of storage. That takes a lot of like even just remembering what you have and where you have it. And you know, I would love to be able to just like refresh things more frequently. And I feel like oh, the birds are chirping outside. I feel like that would be a better, it's going to take more organization, but it would be a better strategy for me because currently I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed as someone who's running a small business by themselves. I do all of the work myself. And I'm at the point where I need help, but I also am scared to be responsible for someone else's income. And, um, you know, things are difficult for small businesses right now. You know, like our sales have definitely slowed down a bunch. Wholesale is still going strong. As you can see, the order, I have an order to pack. Wholesale is still going strong, but you know, direct to customer has slowed down completely, you know, and I no longer want to hold on to stuff. I'm finding that having the visual clutter is definitely affecting my mindset and it makes me like not even want to come back here. You know, same with my house. Like I'm in the process right now of decluttering my house as well. I have just been feeling like I want to live a simpler type of life, you know, less things, less, you know, less, I would even say, pressure to buy more and sell more and be this huge organization. I have always, my mission has always been to make people happy. And I think the most important thing in that is making people happy, you know? And I think that there are many ways to make people happy. And I think there are many ways to motivate people. And so I don't necessarily know that holding on to so much inventory at any given time in the year is feasible for me anymore. I spend so much time doing inventory that it just like that in and of itself is a time suck, you know, and I'm just at the point where I no longer want to engage with it in that way. I want inventory, but I want it to be smaller. I want it to be tighter. I want it to be my very, very, very best sellers. I want to be able to draw more and to release things on a better schedule. And doing this for my business right now, which is like in the month of August and part of September, I like liquidated a whole bunch of stuff. There were things on my website for like $1.65. And I know it sounds weird, but I was happy to get the space back and to move the inventory, you know? And we sold actually quite a lot of inventory. So it was very exciting to, you know, get a rush of income from direct to customer, but also to move the inventory, get the space back, and that's all an exchange of energy. So kind of where I'm at is this channel is gonna change. And I'm so scared to say it because like I know that it's a small channel. I know that it's an inconsistent channel, and I know that there are people that actually check for the content and like want to see, you know, what I'm up to and whatnot. But I think the reason why it has been inconsistent is because, again, of the virtual clutter, of the business clutter, of my life clutter. And I am someone who gets overwhelmed very easily. So when I have a lot of things to do, it is very difficult for me to like produce because I end up like flight or fight or freeze. I freeze, you know? And so the I left my phone inside. So the channel is changing a little bit, and like we have gone through some changes over the years. Like I feel like I don't want to change too many things. You're still gonna see behind the scenes. You're still gonna see me. But basically what is kind of happening, part of this metamorphosis, is the realization that I started this business when I had postpartum depression, and I started drawing as a form of therapy. Art was my therapy. Expressing myself in that way was what got me through postpartum depression. And then as a byproduct of that, the byproduct of that was very motivational things, like funny things, happy things that also spread joy. And I still want to do those things, but I want to change my focus a little bit. So instead of like running a whole business with products, what I would really like to transition to is being more of an artist. And so this channel is going to change a little bit. And what it's changing to is documenting my journey to being more of an artist and bettering myself as an artist, and then eventually licensing my things. You guys know that I also license currently, but it's a very small portion of my income. It's a great portion of my income because it's kind of like passive income almost. You know, I just draw the thing once and then it either gets sold or not, you know, and once it gets sold, anytime it sells, I get money, you know. So I would like to do more of that, you know, and then I don't have to worry about selling. I can just be myself. I can just, you know, I want to live the most authentic version of myself. And I think that sometimes like when I have to sell things and when I have to like push things, you know, it's like it doesn't feel authentic to me. You know, I want people, like if they see something that they like, then it's like they grab it, you know. But this pressure to constantly be this marketing machine is so overwhelming, especially for someone who already has like high anxiety. It's just so overwhelming, and so I don't want to do it anymore. I started this business to draw more and express myself and spread happiness, and I feel like I don't get that anymore because I'm so busy running the numbers, making sure the inventory is good, making sure we have enough of things, making sure I'm promoting it enough, and wholesale versus direct to customer. It's a lot. It's overwhelming. And so now you're going to see a little bit more of the behind the scenes of like how I'm transitioning from all of this to a softer life and a more art driven life. I'm going to be drawing a lot more. I'm going to be showing you the process of like even how I'm going to be getting, you know, things recorded and like getting things, you know, out there. So I hope that you'll join me. It's still going to be me, so I hope that you'll stick around. I hope you're here also partly, you know, for me and not just like the business. I know that can be a letdown, especially if you own a small business. But I'm really scared. But part of all of this is like I have been on an evolutionary journey for quite some time, and I feel like this route is closer to who I want to be as a person. And I know that not everyone is going to understand that, which is fine. But I got to put me first. It's one of these things where like I have to prioritize myself, you know, and like I don't prioritize myself, you know, so that's why it feels so scary and troubling, you know, is because I'm a people pleaser at the end of the day. Like I want to make people happy, and I want to do what people want me to do, you know, and in doing so, like I give a piece of myself every single time. I want to be able to produce things for you guys from an authentic place, you know, and part of that is choosing what's best for me, you know, and I think this route is gonna be the thing that moves the needle. I didn't listen last year. I did listen this year, and I already feel so much of an energetic shift in my life. So I hope that you just trust me. And I hope that you stick around for the process to see where we end up. But I always want to just thank you for being here. I want to thank you for, you know, commenting, liking, and subscribing. There are some really supportive people on this channel, and I'm just very grateful for you guys. So thank you very much. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye.